How's it going, everyone? This is Solos44, and welcome back to Craftoria. We're going to finish up some mechanism, but first, I'm going to explain something that happened in my last video at the end. I crafted an ultimate tank, and the ultimate tank went into this because this is a storage bus. I don't want stuff to go into these. I want to be able to pull out of them whenever I want, but I don't want anything to go into them. And it decided that this was more important to put the tank into. Wish I could get the storage bus to show up here. Hold on. It's right. It's there. Got it. There. So respectively, they should both not be inserted into until everything is full. So here's what happened. This thing was full. The bank is full. Again, it's another issue I had. The bank was full, and it was deleting items. It was deleting items. It couldn't. It didn't delete the tanks I made, because the tanks got sent to a place that a tank could go, and that was inside of the external storage buses that were attached to the drills, right? So that's why I had those tanks show up with ether gas. Now, then I started crafting some other items, and they were disappearing, like completely voiding out. So what I did was I changed this priority to 2. Oop, to 2. This priority is 1, and this priority here is 0. So it should be this one, then this one, then this one. And then the other external storages that are in the other worlds are also, according to what this system is using, is probably going to need to be higher. So if that way my tank is my bank. So let's say my bank is at 2. The other one in the other world should be 3 or higher. Actually, this one should be 3. Let's set this one for 3. See, it's full, right? It's full. We'll set it for 3. Why did I do that? I ran all the way down here for nothing. And this one should be 4. There we go. Now I should not have that issue anymore. This, however, I have it backwards. This one should be down here. But see, it wasn't full. I guess because the priority on the bank was higher, it would put into the bank, and so yeah, that's what's going on. I'm getting tons of stuff again. Just weird. Oh, I gotta put this on the trash. I don't need the hammer. If I do, I can always turn it off later. I made an extensive trash can. There. That's gonna clear up some space. Because I bet you these hammers are getting into everything. Yeah, look at all the space. It deleted a bunch of them. And then, because this is where my Omega tier is, and it should be at the top, not the bottom. See, I have more rings. Oh, I got a new. Is that a new music disc? Oh, there's some errors. Nothing is on. All right, guys. I don't know what the heck. Are we stuck with music that shouldn't be working? I think we are. I don't even have the music disc on me. And the music disc is off. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to turn music jukebox completely off. I noticed also the jukebox's issues anyways. Um, I had it at 50%, it was fine. It got louder and louder on its own. Then I switched it down to 10, down to 2%, and it was now then louder than when I'm talking. So we'll turn the music jukebox off. I think it's just broken. Sorry if you guys like the music. I do like the music, and when I want to, I'll turn it back on, but oh well. All right, we were working on induction cells. All of those got eaten by that bank again, and so putting a bank inside of it, if I had to do it over again, I would have never even bothered. I thought it would be really good, but all right, we've got lithium on demand, lithium dust on demand. Let's get this entangled block set up. So that is now an entangled block, and it can be used to fill a space. What space do we want to fill with it? I say this is going to become another storage system issue like this. You think a drawer, one drawer? One drawer is 2,000. So let's see if I go like this and go like that. I'm going to tell this drawer here to pull. Yeah, I was losing diamonds. I was losing all kinds of stuff because of the priorities were not jiving. I lost my patterns. I made a whole bunch of these pattern upgrades. They all got eaten. Also, I made a slicer, which is a pain in the butt to make. So if you're wondering about that, I did make a slicer. See, it's still trying to make these. Something's wrong with this process right here. Let me get this processed first. All right, so we're gonna pull from west. And in theory, oh, I gotta go upstairs. I'm gonna need another door. So that way I don't have to constantly go up this. Run. Yep, there it goes. It's just going into that drawer. Then I got to add the drawer to the system. So let's get to add storage, add functional. What the heck? Wow. That's how big of a field it is. I put a big upgrade in there. I didn't realize it was that big. That's massive. All right. There. So now that's going to hold 2,000 of those, and that should be in the system now to be used for auto crafting. Yep, there we can see it increasing. When it gets to 2K, it'll back up. It's a buffer. Okay, my slicer is right here. Make sure you have a set for an output if you want to auto output. And it's making these right here. But it's not. Something is clogged. Calculation circuit, can it just not make it? What does that require? Service quartz block? Okay, that's craftable. Oh, it's getting stuck on printed silicon. Why are we having problems with silicon? Yeah, no problem. Huh. I needed more room in my crafting patterns. So I was making these. In order to do this, to make the slicer, you have to make the universal press. And I thought the universal press could go into an inscriber, but it can't. Once you make this, so if you're going to make the universal press, make sure you make duplicates of every one of your other presses. I had to actually leave, go make another, go find another meteorite and get another um, bunch of these, and then make duplicates later because I screwed up. I thought I could use this and then just make duplicates of it using this process, right? Because like you can use it to make a copy of itself. I thought you could do all that, and it just, yeah, it became a problem. But that getting hung up kind of bothers me, so I don't know what that was all about. I need to upgrade these to have more room in my crafting system until I can get the other system, the quantum stuff done. Is that enough? That should be enough. Let's go with that one too. That should do it. That should be plenty. That should be plenty until I get quantum. All right, let's get these inductions done. Uh, we'll do cell first. Make 4 of those. See, it's stuck. I don't know what the heck that deal is. Why it's doing that. Maybe it's Sturgy. It might be Sturgy. Let me check it. Because of the Fluix. Let's check that out first. Yep. Well, it's working. All right. I want to soul surge this. You guys, I think I can do that. And so we can find out real quick. I honestly, if I can soul surge this, that's gonna be awesome. Interface. I'll use that interface. And we can soul surge it up here. I just thought about that. Right? We should be able to soul surge it over here. Black, it's dark. really dark. Let me just turn off my shader pack just so I can see and you guys can see that shader pack is starting to get crazy. Okay, so I should be able to soul surge this in theory. Like so here. Right? Oh, no. I think it needs to pipe. So I need a little bit more space. So let's go on this side, maybe. Hey, really? They had to drop all the way? Kind of excessive. Kind of excessive. Will it even attach there? No. I should get the wrench out. That's the only safe thing to use nowadays. Let's go here and then we'll go like this. And then see, let's see if that increases speed. I want to see if I can double it up. Oh, I set this for 64. How about that? Now let's see if it's using it. It's under warning. Huh. Maybe it isn't working because it's on the entangle block. I just want to see if I can soul search it. Like, that doesn't feel faster to me. Maybe it is. You know what? What's stopping me from doing it again down here and see if it increases it even more? You know, like what's stopping that, right? And we're gonna get a cable. I understand that it's gonna be uglier now if I do this, but at the same time, I'm like, because essentially I'm just gonna go right here. I think that should work. Right? Right click here. I can see it's flowing. Oh, that is way faster. Excellent. So it does work. I can just tell by the speed of this right here and it constantly sending it. I just wish there was a way to give it even more. I guess I can move this down and pull her two. Yeah, that'll work. Take the puller out, take the sender out, so that way I don't mess this up here. And then Now I'm soul surging it even more, in theory. Right? The connecting? And that's still really not that fast. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. Let's go ahead and set the router. We'll just put it down under the ground, since we can. Just put it here. And then puller will go from here. Cool. There. And that's it. Now let's replace all our mess. There. Oh, nope, that's... Gotta stick with the pattern, you know? There. 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 And then I think you can facade these pipes, the soul pipes, but I'm not going to do it because I'm a little worried it'll mess it up. All right. So that should mean I can get faster item, I'm guessing. I don't know. I think it is faster. If it's a lot faster, I don't know. But I mean, why not? Is it working? Yes, it's staying at 100%. Huh. Maybe it's not soul surging it. Hmm. I don't know. I know the replication mod definitely gets soul searched. That's very obvious. Okay. Induction, credit, done. Ultimate induction. This one's gonna take a minute. We just want one though. There we go. I'm looking at getting the mega storage going as well, because after that screw up where the bank was killing it, all my items, I kind of feel like that's necessary. All right, so we have the provider. Is that what we're looking at now? Yeah. So let's get the provider. Yeah, I don't, maybe that's not faster. I don't feel like it's much faster. We might as well go ahead and craft 4 of those. And that seems to be fairly quick to me. I'm not mad about that speed, even though it's having to make the alloys and stuff. I think it's pretty good. 4 providers, elites, and then we'll only do 1 of the ultimates of each. I don't plan on using this storage if I don't have to. Might have to. But I mean, I have billions of storage inside the other system. Wow. Giga FE? Hey, I didn't have it in my hand long enough, I guess, for it to recognize it. All right, let's get this ultimate going. Well, it's going to take a second. It's going to have to make this one first. It's doing a pretty good job. It's smelting everything, processing everything. It's got some hang up somewhere. I have a feeling it has something to do with 30. Oh no, it's the replication. So replication should be, yeah, replication's going at it. It's doing its thing. It didn't, you can't see it being used, but it's working, I think. All right, what else is going to work on while we're waiting for that to go? Let's get the quantum entangler. Now, I might make one, a pattern for that. It's probably a good idea. I don't know if I'll need it. Like I said, entangled blocks are cheaper, faster, easier, less resource intensive, and they can do every single thing that the quantum entangler porter can do, basically. What happened? Oh, it spread it all out. Okay, we'll just go right there. We got three. Might as well go ahead and tell it to make. Oh, let's go make some more refined obsidian. Look at that provider too. Tell it to do that. And then, oh, that's good. Yeah, quest complete on that one. Missing teleportation core. I might. Nah, forget that. Yeah, I'm not gonna make an autocraft for that. Again, another item I don't really know if I need. I had a few of these made, and they got destroyed by that mistake with the bank. So it is what it is. There we go. Quest complete. Gotta wait a second. There we go. Now, what's the next one? We want the centrifuge already. It keeps moving, but oh no, it's working. Now, what all can you do with the centrifuge? Two things. You can make fissile fuel and you can make plutonium. That's it. So nuclear waste into plutonium. And uranium hexafluoride into fissile fuel. So cool. Next is going to be us doing reactor stuff. I just get tired of that. I wonder if I'm gonna have to create the reactor though, so I can make these. So just for quest completion, we'll do that on camera and then we'll get the rest done later. Okay, so hazmat suit is next. Put that out of the way. I have orange dye on auto. Make it, please. Oh no, I ran out of drinks. Well, I have what drink? It's Coke Zero. Pretty good. 0 calories, no sugar. Cool. All I had to do was make the top hat. I am down with that idea. All right. Now this is going to be requiring to make the entire turbine. Do I have time for that? I don't have time to make the entire turbine. Let's go check on our progress for the occultism area. I move too fast and I can't get to the teleporters. That's why I like the portals more. It's done. It says it's done. All right, let's take the wand and go inside and see if the water's still there. Wow. That actually looks kind of cool. See, this is still glass, except for these spots right here. Oh, crap. Okay. Yeah, duh. It's blocked. Like, duh. I I don't know. I kind of like it. I can replace. Doesn't that look crazy? I love it. See, they're inside of a slow-mo. I definitely don't want them blowing up, though. All right, I need to get some lighting down here. Um, I kind of have to do a feral. I got plenty of them, so we'll start over in the corner here where that guy was at, and just go right there. All these guys got trapped. Oh no, what did I do that for? Huh. I wonder if I can do that. Place um place the lantern and then let it go back if it would. Does that work? Like if I do that and then place the lantern a few blocks down, right? Will that? Oh, it won't let me place blocks inside of that area. That's all right. That's cool. It never even dawned on me to try to do that before. But now we're getting light, so we should be able to work with that. A lot of this area is not really going to be visible, I think, anyway, just because I'm going to be placing, should be 2 layers of glass, yeah. A floor, I got to put a floor down anyway, so it won't really matter. I kind of wanted it to look more open on the sides anyway, so that the caves are something you're looking out at. That's why I wanted the one-way glass. So I'm probably going to... Yeah, this is neat. I've never done this before. The problem though is that one my glass is, like I said, it's only this directions, north, south, east, and west. It's not up and down. So and you can't rotate it. I tried doing that too. Just didn't work. Um, I hate the sound of glass breaking. It doesn't matter what the sound effect is. It's always a problem. There. Now it's gonna have to run for a little while, I think. And I might need to put another one over here. Oh yeah, that's cool. It's already starting to make it glow. I want them to let them run for a while so I can just have just the bare minimum amount. And now I can even look at the dolphins and stuff. All right. And then we'll do a portal off of this. Which should let me there. Can I clear that? Okay, there. Just in case that can become an issue. I don't know. That is cool. That is cool. And it's all going to get filled in with various different materials so that way I can have occultism. And you know what? I'm going to cut this video short because I got to do a whole lot of other work on the Machine City stuff. Because I've got to set up now. It looks like the turbine. Yeah. I also, well, let's see. Can I make the QIO? I might as well go ahead and make the QIO and complete that quest. I think I can do that. Wow. I need more cores. There. Probably gonna need more now. That is not a nice thing. Where are all the cables? Oh, that is so funny. Talk about a poke at integrated, or well, not at integrated dynamics, but at applied energistics. That's funny. I think Mechanism is still really, really good. Probably my favorite tech mod. Um, just for giggles, we'll put that right there. I don't need it. What's the next one? Oh, it drive. Of course it drives. Uh, let's go ahead and make 20 more of those. Those are going to become a thing. Okay. Oops. Move this over here. QIO dashboard. Okay. And then these are import, export, and redstone controllers. There's an importer. There's an exporter. And there's the redstone. Bam. All day. Now I want to set up the turbine. I'm going to set up the turbine. I think I'll do it next video. I'll make the parts and then I'll set it up next video. I think that's the right thing to do to give you guys that. Um, and then I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the flooring of the base outside and what materials, because it's got to pop, right? And I want it to show the symbols from from occultism, I wanted to when I put a chalk down that it like it shows up. I like the idea of a really dark floor, or maybe circles in the glass. Like the circles need to be a little bit bigger than the ritual, and then outlined with a different block, each one with a path connecting. And then another story when that runs out of room, if it does. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Actually, yeah, that's really good. Okay, so what does this do? Put this on here. Set for frequency 1. And then set it there. Oh, I get it. Okay. So I can place this anywhere. Yeah. And then this can take the drive. And now if I want, I can put these in here. And it has 3 items in it. Cool. Now, is there a range limit? Oh, that's okay. And then you can pull up crafting windows. Cool. A lot of options. I like it. I think it's neat. Importers and exporters using mechanisms, kind of interesting. Not necessarily needed at the moment, but it is what it is. All right. Hey, thanks for stopping by, guys. A little bit shorter video, but hey, it's good to see you. Hopefully you made it to the end of this video. Life gets hard sometimes. You know, sometimes you don't want to wake up. Sometimes you want to get up. But take a first step and take another one. That's all I got for you guys. Have a good one. Bye.